Marceau is a good runner, but his lead is shrinking. Vučković is closing in, and suddenly another Simon has entered the picture. Simon Whitfield of Canada. He was almost knocked out of the race in that bicycle pileup. He was 24th off the bike and is now among the top 3. It's a story of the hunters and the hunted, and Vučković has Marceau's scent. The baking sun has toasted Peter Robertson. His tank's empty. There will be no glorious heroics to inflame the hometown crowd. Robo is wasted. Simon Lessing is flat-footed. He's got nothing left. The mystery of Simon Lessing has been answered. He is mortal after all.
Marceau, once leading by a minute, is about to be eaten alive. Vučković will have him, with the other Simon Whitfield, nearby. Vučković came in second on this course last April. A journeyman triathlete, his inspiration came when his girlfriend, Anja Dittmer, qualified for the German women's Olympic triathlon team. If she can do it, I can too. Vučković is running strong. He jumps out to a 10-yard lead. With Whitfield in second and Jan Rahula of the Czech Republic moving into third, Marceau relinquishes any chance for a medal. He risked it all, took a big lead, but when all was said and done, could not claim the prize. Vučković powers up the last big hill on the course. Suddenly, over his shoulder, Simon Whitfield is with him, step for step. He makes his own move on one of the toughest parts of the course. If Vučković isn't shaken by this, he ought to be. And hard on their heels is Jan Rahula. Marceau has the best view on the course of the men who are fighting for a medal. Stefan Vučković is charging down Macquarie Street in downtown Sydney. This is the home stretch. The gold medal in the men's triathlon is within his reach. His lead over Simon Whitfield of Canada is 20, maybe 25 yards. Whitfield grew up in Canada but came to live in Australia as a teenager. His father is Australian and his 92-year-old grandmother is just across the harbor watching the race on TV. But hang on, Vučković is looking over his shoulder. His pace is slowing. Whitfield is speeding up. As the sails of the Sydney Opera House come into view, we have a race. the 6.2-mile run in just under 31 minutes. Mark Allen, the world champion in 1989, has Whitfield at the finish line.
Simon Whitfield, a gold medal. The second half of triathlon's debut is complete. Before the race, I saw you by yourself, trying to keep your mind quiet. What was going through your mind today in the race?
Oh, you know, Lance Watson, my coach, told me that great things happen to people who make great things happen to themselves, and that's all I was thinking. I got to make a great thing happen. The one thing I have absolute confidence in is that I can sprint, and I ran a couple of 55s on the track last week, and I was saying, Lance, it's all on if I'm there with 200 to go, and I was. And it was all about who wanted it, I think.
Whitfield had one answer for anyone who's asked him what his goal was at the Olympics in Sydney. I just want to hear the Canadian national anthem. That's all.
Whitfield, Vuskovic, and Rehula, the first men to medal at an Olympic triathlon. The triathlon is two things really: an athletic contest and a test of will. Through stormy seas and leg after leg of the bike race, the giants prevail. But this was a day that the favorites would falter. Today, a 25-year-old from Canada reached a place no man had ever been before.